Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chana, this is Jar of Fireflies, and here I make videos all about my life as an Orthodox Jewish homeschooling mother of 3. And today we're doing a random weekday day in the life, and I'll be talking to you all about Rosh Chodesh. Okay, you guys, it's kind of one of those things where I didn't really know what to film this week, so we're doing a random weekday day in the life. And I have been wanting to talk about Rosh Chodesh for a long time, and I took some notes on that the other day, but it's just like a few minutes. It's not like a whole video worth of information, so we're just gonna tack that into this video also. It was Rosh Chodesh last Saturday on Shabbat, so it's like fresh in my mind right now, and I'm very excited to share that with you later on at some point in this video. Okay, to start off with, I didn't have my normal like day in the life intro in this video, and that's because I slept in till like 8 a.m., which was really kind of glorious. However, like it's not as great as it sounds because I was also up from like 3 until 6 a.m., but that extra 2 hours I tacked on there at the end totally made up for it, so it's all good. And I definitely missed that little time to myself this morning. However, with my oldest son and my husband still out of town, I feel like I'm getting a lot of alone time. Now, by the time that I do put this video out, they will be back, so it's all good. Okay, so big plans for today. We're gonna go to the park later and have a picnic, and then we've got nature group, which is all at the same place pretty much. So we've got that going on. That's gonna pretty much take up our whole afternoon. So that's like the main thing. I don't really have anything else planned because of that. I am gonna be making a fun lunch for the kids. I've been really into this whole bento box thing. See, this is what happens when I stay up late at night or I can't sleep and I start like watching YouTube shorts of people making lunches for their kids, and I'm like, where have food pics been my whole life? So yeah, then I pop on Amazon and we'll see if the food pics arrive in time for lunch today or not. But yeah, I was having a lot of fun looking up all kinds of different bento box ideas and thinking of things that I could do for my kids, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love bento boxes. We've had them for just years and years and years. I just don't always use them. I kind of go through phases with their lunches. Sometimes I'm doing little charcuterie boxes. Sometimes I'm just throwing like a sandwich and some chips in a bag. And yeah, now I'm getting to the bento box thing again. So it's all cycling through. Okay, so for the moment right now, I want to kind of like run the vacuum around the house a little bit. I've got a little laundry to put away. Laundry is so light while half my family's out of town, I gotta tell you, especially when it's like the 2 bigger people, like that's really awesome. So barely any laundry to do right now, but I do want to put this load of laundry away today that's been in the dryer since last night. But yeah, it's all good. All right, let's go do the things. Okay, I had a couple of questions from my last video that I just wanted to clear up. One, I mentioned that my son got crab sushi. That was fake crab. It was kosher, I promise. Like there was no real crab in that. The fake crab is made, it's imitation crab, I guess, imitation crab, and it's made from kosher fish. It just kind of tastes like crab. It's not real crab. So yes, crab is not kosher, and those who ask about that, you're totally right. The other question that I was getting a lot was, do I get my kids gifts for Hanukkah? And we do. We just do one gift for Hanukkah, same as we would really for other holidays that we celebrate. We just do one gift for the holiday, no matter how long that holiday is. I know that it's some families' tradition to do a gift each night of Hanukkah. That's not our tradition. We did try that one year, and I did not like it at all. It just didn't work for our family. So we just did that the one year, and that was it. And I do have a video where I showed what I got my kids that year. I'll link to it in the description box below. But yeah, they just each got a small gift, and that's it. Obviously, the birthday boy did get a few extra gifts that he has really been enjoying. So yeah, I'm just packing up our Hanukkah for the year. So that's a little, little bummer, a little sad to put it away because it's been so pretty here in the kitchen, but Hanukkah is over now. Okay, now with Hanukkah done and put away, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Rosh Chodesh. So Rosh Chodesh is a monthly holiday, and we just had this last Shabbat, so it's fresh on my mind. And again, it's something I've been wanting to make a video about for a while, so I'm glad to talk about it here today. So to start with the words Rosh Chodesh. So Rosh in Hebrew means head and Chodesh means month. So that literally translates to head month, like head of the month. So it's the beginning of the month, the first day or days of a Hebrew month. Rosh Chodesh is really cool and unique because it's the first commandment that God gave to the Jewish people. It says in Exodus chapter 23, verses 1 through 2, and God said to Moses, in the land of Egypt, this month is for you, the head of the months. First it is for you among the months of the year. So the first commandment given to the Jewish people was to create a calendar based on the cycles of the moon. It is super interesting to me that we use the moon as our focus, I guess, of our calendar, as what we're using to create our calendar, and not the sun, the way that the Gregorian calendar is set up with, January, February, March. The moon, for one thing, it's smaller in the sky than the sun usually, and it's not as bright as the sun, obviously. And the sun also is very unchanging, it's very constant, whereas the moon is constantly changed in the sky. Its shape, at least to us, like the appearance of the moon, the shape seems to change, and the moon gets larger and smaller in the sky, which is always so much fun for me to see. I love the moon. But I do think that it has a really cool message of hope, because when the moon gets smaller and smaller and smaller and seems like all the light is about to be gone, like all of a sudden it's like poof, there it's coming back again. It's just kind of this reminder that we can always change and that good can be right around the corner even when things seem not so good. Okay, so for women, Rosh Chodesh is considered a kind of mini holiday special for us. And this is because we did not participate in the sin of the golden calf. So going back, history lesson, let's jump back into the Torah again. So after the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai, Moses went up onto the mountain for 40 days, and that's where he was going to be receiving the 10 Commandments. Now, the Jewish men miscalculated when he was supposed to come down, so they thought that Moses had died up there. So they went to Aaron, Moses' brother, and they were like, please build us a god, an idol that will protect us in the desert. So in Exodus chapter 32, verse 2, it says, and Aaron said, take the earrings from your wives, sons, and daughters, and bring them to me. So the husbands all went to their wives, and they were like, give me your gold jewelry. We got to go build an idol. And the wives were like, no, we will not listen to you. So God gave them a reward on this world to be able to have Rosh Chodesh more than the men. So today, many women observe Rosh Chodesh by not doing certain chores around the house, like maybe skipping out on laundry that day, or some other sort of menial task that they don't like the dishes or something like that. And also more recently, there's been a trend of Rosh Chodesh gatherings where women will get together and learn Torah on Rosh Chodesh, or daven together, pray together, recite Tehillim, Psalms, things like that, or maybe do a fun project, just whatever it is, but something cool on Rosh Chodesh where they're hanging out and just having some time together as women. Okay, so in general, the ways that men and women will commemorate Rosh Chodesh are that in each of the daily prayers, we're inserting an extra paragraph where we ask God to remember us and favor us in this auspicious time. Psalms 113 through 118 are recited after the morning services. Also, the Torah is taken out during the service, and we read 4 aliyahs from the book of Numbers in chapter 28, where God dictates the Rosh Chodesh sacrifices. The song of the day is also followed by Psalm 104, which contains the words, He made the moon to mark the seasons. This is all followed by an additional prayer service called Musaf in commemoration of the additional temple sacrifices. And then in general, throughout the day, some have the tradition to wear maybe extra special clothing that day, or to cook a special meal or something like that as well. On Rosh Chodesh, it's also customary to greet someone by saying Chodesh Tov, which means good month. So you're wishing someone to have a good month. So for me personally on Rosh Chodesh, I used to do Rosh Chodesh gatherings, used to host them here at my house. We would get together and maybe do a painting, or we made cleaning supplies one year when Pesach was coming up, like homemade cleaning supplies. We got together and made vision boards. Like we just did all kinds of fun things, just fun activities that kind of had to do with what was going on in the Jewish calendar. And of course there was social time and snacks and wine, and it was just a great time to hang out with friends. And we had a little bit of Torah learning mixed in there as well. Currently, I'm not doing that because once the pandemic hit, everybody wanted to take a break from that, and I just haven't gotten back to doing it again. I do mark Rosh Chodesh in my calendar each month so that I can remember to say that extra paragraph in my morning prayers, that I'm not leaving that out or anything like that. So that is something that I will do. And then I also of course, know when Rosh Chodesh is. So if I do want to dress up a little extra special that day, I can. I typically don't. I pretty much do the same thing every day as far as how I dress. But it is a day that I might ask my husband if he's out and about near the kosher grocery store. I might say, hey, you want to grab me some sushi on your way home? And it's just kind of a fun excuse for me to have a little extra special meal there for myself. So that's Rosh Chodesh in a nutshell, and that's kind of how I celebrate Rosh Chodesh and how people in general commemorate and celebrate it. So if you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments below. I will be happy to try to answer your questions the best that I can. Okay, I think I'm gonna go work on getting the kids' lunches together now so that we can go off on our picnic and hang out with our friends at the park and have nature group. So while we were at the grocery store the other day, I had grabbed these little pigs in a blanket, a little gluten treat for the kids. So I can easily cook these on the parchment paper and not mess up our pans or in any way have to worry about my celiac son when he comes home. But this will be a fun treat, like I said, for my younger two today. So these are actually pretzel wrapped sausages. So that is super fun. So I just bought a little box of 12. I'm not going to eat these. They're just for the kids, unless there's leftovers, in which case it won't go to waste. But I just went ahead and prepared those per the package instructions there in the oven and started grabbing some other stuff, starting with some Lay's stacks. So I put 10 of these in each of the little lunch boxes. And then I grabbed an apple and I just sliced a few slices because I wanted to use my little mini cookie cutters to cut out some shapes in part of the apple. So I cut out some hearts, and then I was going to cut some slices of the apples and then put the hearts on top of these pile of slices of the apple. And I did peel it because my kids do like to have their apples peeled. Now, don't worry about the scraps from the food that you're seeing here while I'm making lunch. I promise you I am eating all of the scraps. That was pretty much my lunch, was eating the scraps of the apples and carrots and cucumbers, and that was just fine with me because it was quite delicious. I did add a little bit of lemon juice to the apples so that they would not turn brown. All right, then I grabbed 2 gluten-free Oreos because that's what we have in the pantry, and added those to the little bento boxes as well. And since I don't have cute food picks yet, they still have not arrived, I grabbed just some toothpicks and made a little blueberry skewer and put that in their little fruit compartment. And then I cut a strawberry in half and added that in as well. It was my intention to cut it so where it looked sort of like a heart, but it didn't exactly turn out that way, so oh well. Anyhow, then I grabbed some little cucumbers and started cutting those with my little cookie cutters. I cut flower shapes for my daughter and star shapes for my son. Then I grabbed a carrot and sliced up about half of a carrot and then did the same thing with the hearts and the star shapes. And I went ahead and was able to grab a slightly larger cookie cutter for the carrot for some of the slices just to use up as much of the carrot as I could. But again, I ate the scraps. I'd like to get some reusable silicone baking cups, but for now these are just disposable ones, and I put the vegetables in those. And then when the little pigs in a blanket were done in the oven, I just arranged those into that bottom section of the bento box, and there is my kids' lunch. And these boxes are so cute. They just stack on top of each other. The fruit compartment does have a lid, but I didn't need that today, so I did not add that. I just stacked the 2 layers together, put the lid on, and snapped it shut.
This is mine.
That one, I think, is yours. That one.
So that's mine.
Okay, do you want me to put them in my backpack and carry them, or do you guys want to carry them?
I'm going to tell you mine.
Okay.
You can tell me mine.
Okay, I will. I'll put it in my backpack. Okay, now that we've gotten all that sorted out, we're going to head out the door to the playground and to meet up with our friends and enjoy our little lunches. very sunny out, but it is a beautiful day. It's been cloudy all day. Yeah, the sun. But sunshine is good. But yeah, we found this lovely picnic table. There's a fountain back there behind me. So there's this lovely sound of like running water, and the kids are playing. There's a couple other people here, but our friends are not here yet. So we're still just waiting on them before we head over to the meadow. But that's okay. We came early so the kids could eat and play, and they ate like a few bites and ran off to play. That's okay. They will munch on their lunches the whole time that we're out this afternoon. So yeah, I just have this nice little, oh, my daughter's already made a friend. I love this. She's so social. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and watch them play while I wait for our friends to get here, and we'll head out to the meadow. Okay, friends, we just got back home from the park. It's what, a little after, oh, it's like 5:30 already. So I'm about to start making some dinner, and then I'm gonna get the kids in the bath because all that running around, they for sure need a bath before bed tonight. What are you doing, little buddy? You're funny. I was really hoping to get to show you the cool stuff I got for the kids' lunches that was coming from Amazon today, but it isn't even out for delivery yet. And at this point, I don't feel like it's gonna get delivered today like it was supposed to. So I guess we'll see about that. But anyways, I was hoping to show you in this video, but you'll see it, I'm sure, in future videos when I'm making lunches for my kids. But yeah, in the meantime, we're just making a quick pasta dinner, just pasta and cheese. That's what the kids wanted. I think that's great. I'm gonna try to find some chicken in the freezer for me so I can thaw like just like a chicken breast and make some tacos, because that's what I want. And then yeah, kids in the bath. And I think we're having pudding for dessert. And then we're all gonna go pile in bed and have a little half a family movie night. A full movie, but just half our family. So that is what is happening here. And we'll have to catch you guys in the next video. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would love to see you guys here again, and don't forget to hit that bell. And if you liked this video, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. That helps my channel out a lot, and it lets me know what kinds of videos you guys like to see. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next upload. I see nothing. A fan.